I didn't know anything about real estate or rental properties. I just had this feeling that maybe, just maybe, owning real estate could be a pathway to a better life. I fell into real estate almost by accident. I was buying my first home, and the brokerage I worked with owned a large portfolio of rentals. The broker himself was a seasoned investor. I was intrigued. We talked often about buying, holding, and renting property. Those conversations planted a seed I couldn't ignore. I was still in the military in 2011, owning only the home I lived in but wanting more. A chance meeting with a real estate broker pushed me forward. I found a $48,500 house online, my first deal, which I still own. I was terrified and almost backed out 1,000 times. No mentor, no system, just a dream, fear, and the courage to bet a huge chunk of my net worth on my future. The fear of losing money was real. The self-doubt was loud. I kept telling myself to stick with stocks. I was already making money there. Why branch out? Why take on more risk? I wanted to walk away. I almost did. The truth is, I didn't trust my own judgment yet. The turning point came on a long run, 10 miles to stay fit, but my mind was on risk, loss, and fear, how it kills dreams and limits potential. Somewhere on that run, drenched in sweat, I made a decision. I'd face the fear and do the deal anyway. And once I chose courage, everything looked different. I finally started thinking about what could go right. Even after deciding, the fear didn't disappear. The inspection came back with issues, things not up to code. The anxiety surged again, but I took a deep breath, and the fear settled. Closing took hours. I read every word of every document. It was the longest closing of my life. When I finally signed and got the keys, I drove straight to the property. I walked every room slowly. My first thought was, what have I done? My second was pride. The house was bought and paid for. No lien, no mortgage. It was 100% mine. That decision changed the trajectory of everything that came after. That first deal taught me to face fear, accept risk, and chase my dreams. Your first deal won't be perfect. It's about momentum and taking action. It's about becoming the person who does hard things. I was 38, but that day I grew up. I confronted fear, self-doubt, and low confidence, and I beat them. That deal didn't just build wealth, it built me. One day, my children will face a moment where doubt is loud and fear feels heavy. When it comes, I hope they pause, breathe, and think it through. What could go wrong? What could go right? And if the rights outweigh the wrongs, I hope they act. I hope they silence fear, trust their instincts, and move forward. If they do that, they'll figure the rest out along the way. This was the first deal, but it wasn't the last.